Evade Roblox's newest update is here after a long wait, and this time it's pretty huge. In this video, I'm going to give you a full overview of everything there is to know about the latest update, what they added, so on and so forth. It's pretty hefty though, this is a pretty big update. So yeah, let's get started. First off, let's look at usables, something small to get us started. The latest usable added to the game is now the teleporter, a usable that basically does what it says it does. Teleports you around the map using other teleporters. It is the most expensive usable, sitting at $140, being out the speed pad and the landmine, but I think that this will be used in a lot of big maps like Complex, as the distance you're able to travel using this thing is amazing to think about. However, every use will hurt the lifespan of the teleporter, which at its core is 90 seconds, and if nobody else is using the teleporters, there is nowhere else to teleport to, making this useless. One of the newest things added to the map is daily missions, new objectives that reset every 24 hours that give you certain cash, experience, and points reward. Yes, that is a new thing. Keeping on the topic, daily missions are an easier way to grind for cash and experience, and will be added on top of the things you get for revives, run wins, and stuff like that. It is similar to the daily missions used in other Roblox games as well. The newest thing on the list that interests me the most, other than the new maps, is the new point system. It is only obtainable through the daily missions. It kinda looks like honey to me. Its main purpose is to buy daily items which reset every day. Most of the items on here are cosmetics, fun stuff to point your avatar, but unlike characters, they don't do anything at all. It seems that the daily store picks out the same items for everybody, as I hopped on a few accounts and I got the exact same daily items. So there's no need to account hop to get new items because you just can't. You're also able to get usables, but they're considered more rare and more pricey. In the future though, I think there will be an expansion of the daily store to probably 3 to 4 slots as the game brings in new cosmetics and stuff like that. VC only servers was heavily suggested among the community, and it's finally here. Evade always had voice chat, but this VC only server allows you to play with people that exclusively have it. So that means that you will run into hopefully more mature players that don't screw you over. Hopefully. You never know, it's just Roblox, man. There are 4 new nextbots added to the game, and one of them is a special nextbot for a new special round, which I'll discuss in the special round section of this video. El Gato is inspired from this cat standing up meme. You guys must have seen it from somewhere. While the other two, the Scout and Heavy, are characters ripped from Team Fortress 2. MUNCI easily is the most horrifying nextbot on this list. It is this dark nextbot with haunting eyes that is really fucking scary. But thank god they don't actually appear in normal gameplay and only exist in special rounds. Due to them being dark, they're incredibly hard to see in different maps like Complex, making them especially deadly in those maps. These Monkai are also much faster than regular nextbots, by the way, so you have to get a bunch of colas, speed pads, and other things for you to actually outrun them. The new 2 added special rounds aren't really that interesting. They're basically just normal special rounds that feature Monkais, and many angry Monkais got removed a few hours after launch. I have no idea if we return or not. Finally, we get to the meat of the update, the 6 new maps. Firstly, the introduction of easy maps like Construct. Construct is a foggy open space map that has lots of grassland, a frozen lake, and a whole lot of other things. They even have a white box room, which is pretty cool. I think the reason why Construct is placed easy is because there are barely any dead ends in this map, making escapes easier, and it's very big open space, which means that there isn't really a lot of hiding the nextbots can do, and it's very easy to prepare for them. Mention is a hard map that was actually leaked in the Discord server a few days ago. Anyways, this map is set fully inside, and the corners in this map are tight. There's chandeliers rocking over the place with ominous lights, bookshelves, stuff like that. Overall, the map operates as a harder hard map because there are many doors but not a lot of places to go. It's not a very forgiving map. ELYSIUM is a hard map that takes place inside of an expansive skyscraper. It's based off an old PS3 or Xbox game called Mirror's Edge. I recommend to go play, by the way, it's really fun. Similar to many of these maps set in modern areas, there's a heavy use of doors here, along with red and white walls that give off a modern aesthetic. There's also some shrubbery outside too, and if you notice the shipping craters sat on here for no reason that seem oddly similar to other shipping craters for other maps like Construct, I don't know, man, it's pretty weird. I would say that ELYSIUM is an easier hard map considering there's little dead ends and the map is pretty open and spacious. Laboratory is a normal map that sits placed inside of a laboratory with car park and boxes, among other things. This is a very tight map, especially at the inside. The outside though offers much more places to escape. Similar to a normal map, there's barely any dead ends, and aside from the tight squeeze in the middle, it's incredibly hard to get caught by the nextbots. There's also like an underground car park area as well that you can run away with. There are also a lot of questionable things, like this nuke sitting around in the map for no reason at all and many troubling signs, but other than that, it's pretty cool. Facade is a hard off-the-wall map and it's the most weirdest out of the 6 new ones as the walls are pretty untextured. This map is quite bright but it's very tight with a floating crystal ball in the center of it. There are many rooms in this map as well, and the usables like speed pads would do well in here as the map is actually pretty small. It's just that the walls make it seem a bit bigger than it really is. Library is a hard map and it's the 3rd map taken from the Backrooms community, aside from Backrooms itself and level 37 Sublimity, also known as the pool rooms. Anyways, the library takes from the N from the Backrooms, a map that looks like a library with a signature the N sign crystal on top. It is a 2-floor map with many empty shelves, chairs, and doors. This map is actually pretty open for a hard map, and the fact that it has floors, doors, and not many dead ends makes this an easier hard map in my opinion. Even when it's called library, there are no books or anything of that sort inside on this map. The UI of Evade has seen a major facelift. Firstly, an FOV slider has been added to settings, which can be found in the bottom left of the menu, and it allows you to change your FOV from 70 to 90. But however, a higher FOV might impact your FPS in this game as your PC has to render more items at once. Special runs are now more clear as players are able to see what those special runs do beforehand. This makes special runs more easier, especially for newcomers, as usually they don't know what to expect if they're playing it for the first time. There's also a sprint view model added to the game that appears whenever you sprint in the game. Disabling it returns it to how it used to be. For me, I'm disabling it because I don't want any extra clutter on my screen while playing the game. The equipment section of the game has seen a major facelift, with inventory split into two, one for items and one for character skins, as well as the shop split into item and character shop, along with the daily store added on top. PC only is also added on the other modes section of the game, and other than that, all the other changes on UI are not really that important. There have been gameplay changes that tweaked items a little bit to make the game more balanced. There have been subtle changes to usables, mostly price reductions to the beacon, floodlight, sensor, and barrier. Utilities have roughly stayed the same, except for a price reduction for decoy, which in my opinion was a bit too overpriced for something as small as utilities. There are no new characters, but there have been a change. Military Grade Pack has seen a significant buff, as players equipping it are able to get a whopping extra 5 usables in a round, totaling up to 8. This means that you could burn through 8 usables in a single round using the Military Grade Pack, which is crazy. Hermes Shoes has also seen a buff to the acceleration from 60 to 80%, making it take way less time for you to ramp up to max speed when equipped. And lastly, some extra things to wrap up the video. There is some new emotes that are added to the game. The rarest and hardest emote to get now is now the Freestyle emote, which requires $5,000 and level 80 to be eligible. I'll now showcase the 5 emotes. Here's the Freestyle emote. Here's the California Girls emote. The Cat Down emote. The Distraction Dance emote. And the Krabby emote. So yeah, that's it for all the emotes. And also a new option has been added to prevent jump scares for you. If you're like 9 years old or you just generally can't take any horror, this will help you immensely. And as well, there's now a new game pass called the Worlds Collide set that allows you to get a new set of cool and cosmetic skins for the game. And yeah, that's about it for this update. It is a very big update in my opinion, something that a lot of us have been waiting for through the delays, but I'm just happy that it's finally here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!